Hey everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel and happy 2023. For my first video this year, I'm going to be kicking things off with 3 great projects you can make with your Cricut cutting machine. So I don't want to bore you with a big long drawn out intro, so let's just jump right into the projects. But before we do, I do want to remind you to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any upcoming content I have planned for this year. Let's get started.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
Before we jump into the actual project, I did want to share with you all where I found the SVGs for these projects in case you want to make it yourself. So this is a site here. It's called MasterBundles, and MasterBundles is a marketplace where you can buy different SVGs and products to design anything you want, really, whether it be a mug, t-shirt, pillow, whatever you like. They have tons of SVGs and graphic files to choose from. The product that I selected here is an incredible bundle. So this bundle that I found has over 600 different quotes included, all for the price of $19. So it's super cost effective and the value that you are getting is incredible. The great thing about it too is you have 3 different options for purchasing. So if you're like me and you just do for personal, it's $19 and then you can use this for personal use. But if you're a business, they also offer a commercial package and an extended commercial. And it's like just a few dollars more if you want that commercial package and you want to use these SVGs to sell. So that's another great thing about this site. I'm going to show you just how easy it is to check out and get your bundles and start creating. So I've gone ahead and added this to my cart. I click the little cart icon and that takes us to the checkout window. And we can go ahead and proceed to the checkout. It is a secure payment checkout, so you enter your credit card information. Once your payment is approved, this window will pop up. It'll say purchase completed, and then you'll see the download button here where all your files will be. So they're individualized into different downloads based on the package for this specific SVG bundle. So you can download them directly from this screen. They will also send you an email as well with the download so that you have them there too. The downloaded files are compressed into a zip file format. So to get your files out, all you have to do is just double click on the zip file. Now I am working on a MacBook, so it may be different for Windows. But when it comes to a Mac, you just simply double click the zip file folder. It opens another blue folder, and then inside that blue folder, you will see all the files here for that particular bundle. So the one that I'm working on here, or looking at, is the Adventure bundle. So each file is in its own individualized folder, so you can see them. And for each design, you get 4 different file types. So the SVG, the PNG, the EPS, and the DXF. When working with Cricut Design Space, we just need the SVG file type. And here's just a neat little file organization tip. I like to take all my zip folders that I downloaded from MasterBundles and I move them into their own folder here on my left-hand toolbar called MasterBundles. So I'm just moving all the zip file folders over and keeping them all in the same folder just so that I can find them easily when I'm designing in Cricut Design Space. All right, let's head over to Cricut Design Space and start our project. So I'm going to go ahead here and I'm going to go to the Upload button, and that's on our left-hand side menu, and we're going to go Upload Image. We're going to browse our computer for the image that we want. So I'm going to go over here to my MasterBundles folder, and here you'll see all the files that we downloaded. I'm going to go down to the Spring bundle, and I've already gone ahead and chosen this Spring is in the Air image. So I'm going to select the SVG file and we're going to upload that. Now this is how easy it is working with MasterBundles because this image is already in SVG, so it's ready to go. All we have to do is upload it, add it to our canvas, and we can cut right away because this image is ready to go. But I do want to do one quick change. I want to cut this image into multiple colors. So I'm going to show you here how we do that. So I'm going to zoom out here just because the image is a little large. So we're going to size it down here to fit our pillow correctly. All right, so now we have it in a manageable size. I'm going to go ahead and show you over here. On the right-hand side menu, you'll see all the cuts included in the image. And they're not welded, but they're attached. We need to ungroup them here. And then we need to go ahead and we need to select each individual letter here in the word spring. And we need to weld it. And then you'll see here now that it's welded, it's completely together. So you just select everything you want to weld, go down here to combine, and then hit weld. So now spring and the air are welded together, but we actually want to attach them because I want them to be the same color. So I select both of them and I hit attach. You can see here that the image is a little large for the maker. We will resize that when we're ready to cut. I'm not going to worry about that right now. So is and in are already attached together, so we'll just leave those as is. But next we're going to want to attach all the flowers. So I'm going to go here, and the easy way to do this is just select them in the right hand side menu. So I'm just going down here selecting every single flower that I see, and then I'm going to go ahead and attach all the flowers together by using the attach button at the bottom. Once I have that done, the last thing to do here are these little dash marks at the top. We're going to select both top and bottom, and same thing, we're just going to attach those. Now we need to tell the Cricut that we want to cut these out in different colors so that it separates it onto different mats. So to do that, we're just going to grab each individual one, and we're just going to change the color by selecting it at the top here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to first select the flowers here, and we're going to change those to pink. So I have those selected. I'm just going to go up here to the color box and select pink. Next, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select the dashes and the is in, and we're going to change those to green. And then spring and the air, I'm just going to make those just a gray color here. So it really doesn't matter what color you select in Design Space. You can load whatever colors you want on your mat. You do want to make sure that you resize it. So we're just going to bring it down here before we go to cut and make it the appropriate size. And then once we have it the size that we like, depending on what you're making, it could be whatever random size. Mine is going to be about probably about 12 by 11 here, in and around there for my pillowcase. And we're going to go to make it. I'm going to select here that I'm going to be making it on a mat. I'm using the Cricut Maker 3, so that's why I have a matte versus a non-matte option. And then since we're using iron-on, we do want to make sure that we mirror our images before we cut. And then we're going to go ahead here and we're going to select continue once we're ready to go. So I did decide actually to do the spring and the air in this gold smart iron-on without a mat. So I did go back and change that. So we're going to go ahead and let this cut here. And then for the flowers, I decided to use this pattern iron-on 3-pack. But I am going to go with this really nice light delicate lace pattern. And I'm going to load that on my mat, pattern sign down, and that's going to cut out in the flowers. So I'm just following the prompts in Design Space, and then the last piece to cut is the in the, and then those dashes, and I'm going to cut those out in this nice olive green color. Once I have my designs all cut and weeded, I'm going to go ahead here and we're going to press them onto our pillowcase. I have this beautiful mauve pillowcase, and I'm going to be using my Cricut Easy Press 3. So that I use in conjunction with the Cricut Heat app on my phone, and it hooks up to Bluetooth, and it's super easy to do because it just guides you through the process and tells you every step of the way what to do. So I'm going to go ahead here and I'm going to place my first piece down, and that is the spring and the air in the gold, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to press that according to the instructions on the Cricut Heat app. I do have to do a double press here because my press isn't big enough for the design, so I'm just going to quickly do that, and then I'm going to go ahead. It's a cool peel, so let that cool, and then I'm going to peel off the transfer sheet. Then I'm going to layer in the next step of my design, and I'm going to do this at the same time because it fits underneath perfectly. So I just place the flowers underneath, and then I'm going to go ahead and press this in one step. So I'm going to use a piece of paper here because the spring and the air is exposed. That gold part of my design is exposed, so I don't want to press that with my press. And then once that's done and it's a cool peel again, I'm going to remove the transfer sheet here. And again, we want to make sure that we flip our design over and press an additional 15 seconds from the back. This just helps seal in the design. So it's an important step, and you never want to forget that. And this is my finished pillow here. This is a beautiful design from MasterBundles here, and it looks so great. For my next project, I'm going to do another iron-on project. This time we're going to make a fun apron, and this is a design that was available in the cooking bundle. So I'm going to go ahead and heat up my apron here for 5 seconds, and then I'm going to layer on my design. Again, I'm cutting this out in the same Gold Smart iron-on that we used in the last project. And again, just following these steps on my Cricut Heat app. So super easy to do. Press it for 30 seconds. Remove the transfer sheet. Again, it's a cool peel, so I'm just cooling it down here with my cooling block. And then we're going to remove the transfer sheet. Honestly, these designs from MasterBundles have taken out all the hard steps of creating a design. I just load them into the computer. They're ready to cut, and it makes projects super easy. A lot of their designs are great for gift ideas. This apron is going to be a gift for somebody, and it's so easy to do. For my last project, I've decided I'm going to make a mug, and I'm using infusible ink. I've already gone ahead and done the design up with the infusible ink black marker on my Cricut maker. But the one thing I did want to show you here, a lot of times why the Cricut Infusible Ink projects don't turn out as crisp and clean is because there's air that's getting in between the paper and the mug. So you can see here, I've sealed the paper off on all 4 sides, and I've made sure that tape is completely covering the paper so that no air gets in there. So that's just a handy little tip for infusible ink. I have lots of full in-depth tutorials for infusible ink on my YouTube channel, and you can go ahead and check those out for more in-depth tutorials. But this one was just a quick little project to show you more or less the designs from MasterBundles and show you how easy it is to create when you can just get the SVGs straight from their site and use them on your creative projects. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that it inspires you. And if you have any comments or questions, please leave those in the bottom for me, and I will try to address them as quick as I can. In the meantime, the link is there for MasterBundles. Make sure you check it out and get started creating today.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go!